Hi, I'm miltonchang of Bonsaiheirloom. Today is June the 10th. It's a really hot late spring day. It's almost summer. And I will work on this venerable bonsai, black pine bonsai. Just look at the ramification that reduces the needle size. And I bought it from a person moving away from this area. Both he and his father did bonsai. And they, in fact, formed one of the local bonsai clubs. So this is serious bonsai hobbyists. They obviously learned from the Japanese trained masters. And so they did everything right. And so it's with a tremendous reverence that I'm doing this tree. I'll do some pretty drastic cut in order to make this tree to be my bonsai. I think this is done wonderfully, but it doesn't mean I couldn't improve on it based on my personal preference. And that's the beauty about lifestyle bonsai. Do it your way, make it your tree to be something you can be proud of. Today, I will make some fairly drastic cut to show you kind of design possibilities. And again, my philosophy in life is that unless you make drastic cut, you can never be drastic in the sense you'll never be impressive. You can be good, but you will never be outstanding. So when I look at this tree, I already repotted it. It came in a really small pot to show the capability of training a really well-grown tree in a small pot. That is quite an art, but it takes a lot of training. A very precise manipulation, the right amount of water, right amount of fertilizer to constrict growth, whereas I don't constrict the growth at all. I water plenty and also fertilize plenty so they grow fast. Then I got plenty of room to modify. It's sprouting everywhere after I repotted it with my ordinary soil mix. And I bet you in another 2 months, they'll be full of new growth again, especially after I repotted it. First of all, I think that's really, for Bunjin style, this is really far too crowded. So like this big branch, if I hide it with a handkerchief trick, I get rid of this branch. You can see it's sparse, but I can pull this one down to fill the hole. It will be all right, and it will be more dramatic. So with that in mind, then, I will ruthlessly cut this branch off. And to make it into a chin. And I purposely leave a little bit of a design curves. I think the having the chin, the dead branches, shows the age, how a tree would struggle in nature and losing some of the branches to create the aged look. So you can implement to save you some money. Instead of buying bonsai tools, you can just use normal hand tools to make do. So you can see the bar is coming off quite nicely. So what I will do is I'll bend this one down. So you see, not too much, just a little bit. In fact, I can just do this by doing a little bit of pruning. Like this branch is way too long anyway. So I'm using an anchor wire to pull that branch down. You know, it's very hard to bend the wire down, bend the branch down. But using an anchor wire, you can do it very easily because that's simulating how a tree, a mature branch gets heavy and drooping on its own weight. So if I do that, I probably should cut off a little bit of this. You can see I kind of filled this hole already by eventually wire a little bit. And so it didn't matter that I destroy this branch. Next, I would should always work on the apex first. So I think this could be a nice apex by moving this up. Can you imagine this is 50-year-old seedling? So I moved pulled the branch up. Again, instead of wiring, I use anchor wire, which is a lot more efficient in bending top heavy branches. And then I want this one to come down. Okay, now let me work on the back branch. So I'm actually shortening all of the long branches to leave some green at the tip and then cut back the rest so when it shoots out, it'll be nice and close to the trunk instead of a long branching that really goes nowhere. Rome is not built in one day, so I'm cutting a relatively drastic, not as drastic as some of the younger trees, cut, and when it buds out, then I will work on it one more time to get it closer to the final form. So it won't be as bare as some of my other trees, but it will be pretty bare to build upon. Again, I think it's essential to remember to build upon what you've done so that over time it will get to your desired design over time. So basically what I'm doing is reducing some of the long branches to the first green growth. So then when it shoots out, I will have tighter trees and I'll have design opportunity to reshape it. So this tree, this will grow up to do this spread, and that became the apex. I can certainly make that the apex. And so it's incredibly valuable to have a old pine tree. But the problem with pine trees when you buy a pine tree is that generally it started with some bonsai hobbyists and then bought by some non-bonsai hobbyists, and they let it grow. And so you have long branches with no growth, and therefore it's really hard to redesign the tree. So my strategy, you can see it was really, really full. You reduce or cut back the long branches to the point there's a little bit of growth. Doesn't matter how much, because that will grow out strongly for you to reposition to design it. I think it's going to be a fabulous tree in a 3-year time frame. That's relatively short for a 35-year-old tree. And that's why I like to buy the old material. And by knowing what to do with it, not to further screw it up, but that's a way to acquire a nice bonsai very quickly. So today, what I've shown is that I bought a tree from an individual, a bonsai hobbyist, long-term bonsai hobbyist, 2-generation hobbyist, move away from the city. What a buying opportunity. Must have bought about 15 trees. And each one I will rework quite drastically. Apparently, it's been neglected for several years now. The daughter was caring for it, keeping it really healthy, but not really in the styling sense. So I'm going to rework them, and I show you this pine, and I'll rework a couple overgrown. My channel is meant to be informative. pass on really proven good practices for you to do bonsai, not by listening to masters who learn from masters, never question the origin, and wind up mistranslate some of the good ideas. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Click like. More importantly, tell a friend to sign up to become our VIP to get on our mailing list. And I hope to see you next week. Thank you very much.